Hey, bub, we're back.
Bloob. Hey, Bloob, we're back.
I am so sorry that it's been such a long time, but September was a very, this is September. August was a very stressful month for me. Because first I got sick, and then I had blood pressure issues, and it literally felt like I was dying half the time. And then I went to a convention, and then after the convention, I was sick. If I sound gross, that's because I am still getting over the sickness, but I'm feeling so much better. And I wanted to get back into recording. So, Jad, what are we talking about today?
The Hoober-Bloob Highway, which I wasn't even aware existed until this document.
See, I think I heard a song from it on TikTok.
Really? Okay, let's see here. And for the information, this 1975 animated special was written by Theodore Giesel, aka Dr. Seuss, and produced by the Patty Freeling Enterprises. Seuss wrote the lyrics for the songs, while the music was done by Dean Elliott.
So the director, Alan Zaslav, has a long history working in animation. I had to count all the stuff he worked on. He worked over 30 various projects, and it wasn't just stuff for television. He also worked on movies. He worked for Disney, Hanna-Barbera. I think he also worked for Warner Brothers. He did a lot of work. And both Zaslav and Elliott worked on the Phantom Toll Booth, which we talked about before.
Oh yeah. And Bob Holt voices both Mr. Hoober-Bloob and the snail race announcer. Holt got his own entertainment playing Caesar in the 1950 film Julius Caesar, but he's best known for voice acting. He actually voiced several characters in previous Dr. Seuss TV specials, and he voiced Avatar in Ralph Bakshi's Wizards.
Oh, wow.
And Hal...
Oh, he's also on the movie Charlotte's Web.
Oh, yeah. And Mr. Sugarman, yeah. Hal Smith, another talented voice actor, voices the narrator. He's best known for playing the town drunk Otis on the Andy Griffith Show, but you probably know him best as the original voice of Al for Disney's various adaptations of Winnie the Pooh, and for a time he even inherited the role as Pooh when Sterling Holloway retired.
Oh, I didn't know that. So, this is a very short special. It was only 24 minutes. Okay, so let's try to explain it. So, in the world of Dr. Seuss, when a baby is born, they come from Mr. Hoober-Bloob and his special highway. And he basically says, hey, this could be your life on Earth if you choose to be a human.
Yeah.
He also has a sentient
guitar.
I think it's either a guitar or a lute. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, it's a stringed instrument. It doesn't speak. It doesn't have a face. It just has arms and legs.
And it does,
but it seems to annoy the crap out of him.
It does drums on its strings, and there's a baby about to be born, but before he shows him where he could be born, in a stereotypical Indian palace filled with tigers, or a remote Arctic tundra where he doesn't know how to milk a walrus. And
I don't think you can milk a walrus.
No, the scene where the kid's trying to figure out how to milk the walrus, and the walrus was like, I don't know. That got chuckled out.
Yeah, the walrus just shrugs you're lucky to try. Well, the kid just puts the pail he had on his head and walks away. So I feel like the message is that see the thing is it's one of those things where it's adults make it seem like growing up kind of sucks, and it can. But I think the message is that hey, life is gonna throw a lot at you, but you'll be okay. I think that's the message, because the first scene, after that scene about where he could be born, there's a scene where there's a lot of music in this. I don't think any of the songs have names. If they do, we don't know them, but it's you gotta put on your clothes, you gotta brush your hair, brush your teeth, brush your shoes. And then it's there'll be some days where it's really slow. And then I always kind of find this funny is when they send the kids to school, they start throwing all this really advanced math at them. I'm like, you're not gonna teach a grade school kid that kind of math. Don't scare him like that. That's like for college kids. And you don't like learn all this really advanced stuff unless you're taking those courses. I just always find it funny.
Yeah, and
I
also a
also
bunch
think.
of ologies,
Go ahead.
like in the song, like
Many ologies.
biology, theology, psychology, thisology, thatology.
Yeah, some of these ologies are not real. Also, I think they might have taken some other stuff from some of the other Dr. Seuss books because for those of you who don't know, when I was little, I had a VHS tape that had I think it was like 3 different Dr. Seuss books on it, and one of them was Fox and Socks. And it's a bunch of like what's the word? Tongue twisters.
Oh yeah,
Because they mentioned the Beatles. The Beatles.
Tweeter Beatles having a Tweeter Beater battle.
Yep. That is verbatim from the book. Where see the fox is with some other guy
Knox.
and Knox, and Knox is so tired of the fox. He is done with this dude shit. And at the end is when they talk about the Tweedle Beetle battle on top of the poodle eating noodles.
In a puddle in a bottle on top of a poodle eating noodles.
Yeah, I can't say the whole thing or I will get tongue tied. But yeah, at the end of Fox on Socks, Mr. Knox puts the fox inside the bottle, but like they mentioned him, it's like, oh, you could learn about you could be an authority on Tweedle Beetles, and like Hoober-Bloob is like, stop, I've had enough. And then first he goes, so here's the thing, is like from what I'm understanding is Mr. Hoober-Bloob, he's supposed to be neutral, but I think he almost psychs himself out because he's like, you know what, I'm not sending you to Earth, but I think the loot sort of
reminds him that it's not his decision to decide.
Yeah. And so it's all because like the reason this is happening is because there's a new baby. And the baby's called Bub. The baby's not given a name. I kind of liked that he referred to the baby as Bub. I don't know, I thought that was funny. And so he's like, you know what, I'm supposed to be neutral. It is your choice. And the baby, despite being shown all these kind of negative things, decides like, yeah, you know what, I'll go to Earth.
And that's pretty much all there is to this special.
Yeah, it's a really simple special, but there's just something about it that's so charming.
Yeah, it shows how life, despite how chaotic and fast-paced it can get, is precious and how lucky we are to exist.
And the songs were really good, even though like they weren't super long, they were still really good. And it's, it's very Seussian in that way. And also it's just like, we don't get specials like this anymore. And it was just so, again, it was so charming. And even though it was short, I still really enjoyed it. I'd probably just, like, I think before, like a lot of the films we watched that really weird, Star of Cottonland movie, and we watched those 2 really boring Hungarian films. It's always nice when we get something that's just like really charming. It's not perfect because it's so short, but it's still very charming and enjoyable. So I think I'm gonna give this a 4.
Oh, really? I'll give it a 3.5. Like, it's It's nothing mind blowing, but it's charming, and I wouldn't mind putting this on for kids if I needed something to entertain them.
Oh yeah, this would totally still entertain kids. Like I said, like one of the things I try to do is like, I feel like after watching, I think it was The Star of Cottonland, we kind of were like in a bit of a slump just because that movie really unsettled us, even though it wasn't like that super insulting. And even though like Samson and Sally after that was not a perfect film, it was fun talking to John about it. So it's like, I always like that we have something that's just, it's fine. It's okay. It doesn't have to be super groundbreaking. So, yeah. And thankfully we have a fair bit of news because, we've been out. But I was a little worried because I'm like, well, we have enough news to talk about because I felt like there hadn't been a lot of entertainment news, but we got some stuff. So I know you're excited about this because you love the Disney cruises. So construction has officially begun on the Disney Cruise Line 4th Wish class ship.
Yeah.
It does not haven't
No,
even yet.
no, it's still in the early stages. You see, there are two different classes for the Disney. I mean, three different classes for the Disney Cruise Line. There's the classic egg lineup, the Magic and Wonder, which were released in the mid to late '90s when the Disney Cruise Line first set sail. And then in the late 2000s, you got the Dream and Fantasy, which was slightly bigger and had more modern technology and accommodations. And more recently, we got the Wish class, as they put it, the Disney Wish, the Disney Treasure, and the upcoming Disney Destiny. And this is going to be the fourth ship in the Wish class. And while they don't have much details about it yet, since they're still starting construction, and if they all announce that it will set sail by 2027.
Okay.
And yeah.
Right.
And I actually booked a Disney cruise for my dad for next year. We're going on the Disney Destiny.
Nice.
The Heroes and Villains
Nice.
themed one, yeah. Definitely looking forward to that.
Oh, fun. You got to let me know how that one is. Yeah, right now there's not like a name or anything else known. We just know that they've started construction on it.
Okay, and you got the next one.
Okay. Oh my gosh, John's gonna lose his mind. We gotta look at season 2 for the live action One Piece movie. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was surprised by how good the first season was.
I know. I don't think anybody was expecting that because they did the there was that really bad Death Note. Was that a series?
It was a 2-part movie, and then there was the Cowboy Bebop TV adaptation they did.
Oh, that one was really, really bad. Oh, is that Nico Robin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, whoever they got to play her looks beautiful. Dude, the casting in this has been so good.
That's also because One Piece creator Eiichiro Oda is heavily involved with this show. Like, he had to approve of everything, from the set designs, the casting, the writing, even the cinematography.
Maybe that's why it's so good.
And from the looks of it, this will adapt the let's see, what's that arc called? The one, when they first enter the Grand Line.
See, I think one of the things is I knew it was going to be good because the guy who played Luffy does such a good job of playing a moron.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm not trying to be mean, but we all know Luffy is dumb. He does not have a brain cell, okay?
No.
Boy is stupid. But that's why we love him.
He's got a tiny brain, but a heart of pure gold.
Yep. Okay, now this is some news, and I think this both kind of confused us.
Yeah, trailer for Homestuck, the animated series pilot. And 50's Pop's the executive producer.
Yep.
Yeah, this... Okay, I know nothing about Homestuck, just so you know.
I can't... I remember trying to read it. I don't remember it completely. I just remember there's some, like, video game...
Oh, yeah.
That these, like, 4 friends are excited about. But, like, I think the thing is just... This seems like such an odd choice for Vipsy Pop.
Well, this is supposed to be the first production for her new company, Spindle Pony. It's like
Wait, she's making another company?
Well, technically it's part of the same company. It's a different unit for Spindle Horse, but Spindle Pony focuses on non-health first productions as a launching pad for artists to get their work out.
So I'm just gonna be honest, I don't have faith in this at all. I'm sorry if that's negative. But here's the thing: is they've been. I think it's been like what, maybe 10 years?
Spindle is the name of the studio, because the animation studio is located in Australia.
When did Homestuck come out?
Probably done the peak of Tumblr, maybe?
2009. Oh. It ended in 2016. So it's, I'm not trying to be negative. It's just, okay, so like the story itself, it's not really like linear. Okay, so hang on. I'm going to read like the description on the Wikipedia page. The plot centers on a group of teens who trigger the inevitable destruction of Earth by installing the beta version of an upcoming PC game, Suburb. The teens who come into contact with a group of internet trolls who are revealed to be horned aliens, and these trolls work with the kids to create a new universe by completing the game. Wow.
So,
So
Toby Fox is also attached to this because he's personal friends with the creator of Homestuck.
yeah, that I knew. I don't know. I don't. So here's the thing. One of the issues with something having a massive fan base is that if a fan base has waited for years, they usually end up being disappointed.
True.
And again, it ended in 2016, so it's almost been 10 years. I don't know. I'm very skeptical.
And oh yeah, let's see. This
This
one's
one's
yours.
mine.
Yeah.
I still need to see this. Weapon
here.
loads 25 million. I need to exit. Okay. Weekend, Nobody 2 stuck at 9 million. This was on August 17th. So people's like, well, why is this news? Well, the thing is original movies don't always do that
Especially
well.
recently.
Like when people were focusing on Sinners doing so well, it's because that is a totally original idea. It is not related to anything else. But it did really good despite like I knew people who went and saw it a second time. So for Weapons to do that well, let me see. It said okay, okay. Move Weapons to late summer. It only had like a 42% drop, 43% drop.
Yeah, like the budget's 38 million, and actually recording for this podcast is grossed 251 million worldwide.
Dude, that's like I think what 5 times its budget, 6 times. That's a lot. That's good though, because again,
nearly 9 times its budget. Yeah.
That is really good because also another thing is people are talking about you don't have to break the bank to make a good movie, and like I've heard nothing but good things about this movie. I'm gonna go see it when I get a chance.
Yeah, it's from Zach Cracker. He written and directed this film, and he also directed the critically acclaimed horror film back in 2022, Barbarian.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't think I ever saw that, but I heard it was good.
Yeah, and he's even set to write and direct a film reboot of the Resident Evil franchise, which I'm really looking forward to.
Okay, I mean, I think this guy's proven he's got the chops. Okay, okay. So the reason again this is good is because like with Sinners doing so well and this doing so well, and another movie we're going to talk about doing so well, we might hopefully see companies taking risks on original films again, which fingers crossed. Okay, now we're going to get into something that's kind of messy.
Oh God.
Warnings, John, Jad, you go first, and then I'm going to take the next part.
Roblox's ban of a user named Schlep has ignited a crisis for the mega popular gaming platform.
Okay, so I'm going to explain what I know about this. It was explained to me that a YouTuber named Schlep was on Roblox, and what he did is he would lure adults who were targeting children and then like expose them.
Oh, and that's why they banned him? Oh Jesus.
Yes, because Schlep was exposing predators on Roblox. Now, instead of being like, hey, maybe we shouldn't have done that, Roblox decided to double down. And guess what?
What?
Roblox is not just getting sued, but Chris Hansen is coming out of retirement to investigate. Okay, here's the thing. So, one of the issues we've been having with a lot of like sites that are made for children has been pedophiles. Like, I'm just gonna say it. Because they will go onto these websites and they will pretend to be young kids, and then they will try to lure children to meet them. And this apparently has been a massive problem with Roblox. Which makes sense because even though I've never used it, I know the website is very popular. But the Attorney General from Louisiana says that it's a perfect place for pedophiles, and unfortunately, she's kind of right. And I just think how they responded, like, okay, so not only did Roblox respond to this poorly, but also at the same time, it just sort of put a bigger spotlight on them because okay, so here's the thing. Um, okay, so none of us stopped the company from either catching the attention of Hansen, who now says he's working with Schlepp on investigations into activity on the platform, or the Louisiana government. Morel's lawsuits against the company minces no words, asserting that Roblox knowingly enabled and facilitated this systematic sexual exploitation and abuse of children across the United States, including Louisiana, and that it is overrun with harmful content and child predators because it prioritizes user growth, revenue, and profits over child safety. And she mentioned some of the games in Roblox. Just listen to this. One of them is entitled Escape to Epstein Island.
Oh my god!
Oh, you think that one's bad? You think that one's bad? Another one's just entitled Diddy Party.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I think Roblox might not be around for much longer. Because, like, okay, here's the thing. I could understand if Schlepp was maybe doing something dangerous. And technically he kind of was, but it seems like he wasn't putting himself in danger. But the fact that Roblox banned him and then like doubled down saying they did the right thing banning him just really shot themselves in the foot because I mean if you're supposed to be a family friendly platform, you need to be aware of what is on your website. And the fact that those games I read off are on the website, it's just vile and disgusting. There is no excuse for this. Also, they made Chris Hansen come out of retirement. The take a seat over there guy. Like, for those of you, if you're not aware, Chris Hansen was really big in like the early aughts. He had a show called To Catch a Predator where he was a company called Perverted Justice would expose pedophiles and they would then be arrested. I think he had to stop because it was getting too dangerous, but for him to come out of retirement, you know it's bad. You know it's bad. Oh boy. Now let's get back to something much more lighthearted.
And what could be more lighthearted than Kirby? Kirby Outriders is coming November 20th exclusively for the Switch 2.
Kirby, it's the name of the show.
Those of you who aren't familiar, Kirby Air Ride, I should say, was a spin-off racing game and directed by Kirby creator Masahiro Sakurai. And over the years, he's become very focused on Smash Brothers, since that's what Nintendo wants from him. But he's recently returned to direct a non-Smash Bros. Game, Kirby Air Riders, as a sequel to Kirby Air Ride for the Nintendo GameCube. But the reason it's not called Air Ride 2 is because you don't just play as Kirby, but the various inhabitants and enemies of Dreamland.
Yep. They released some pictures of the characters, and I'm pretty sure it says they're going to add, let's see, Meta Knight, King DDD, Chef Wakaski, and Bandana Waddle Dee. So, yeah, so it looks like we're going to get a lot of, characters from the franchise. I kind of feel like when it comes to franchises or like Nintendo mascots, you of course have Mario, then you have Link and like Kirby. I think those are like kind of the top three.
Don't forget Pikachu.
Oh yeah, that's right, Pikachu. And like, yeah, I think it's been a while since they've released a game. Let me check, because they did release that one on Switch, on the first Switch, but I can't remember if
and the Forgotten Land. The first fully 3D Kirby game.
Okay, yeah, they had the Dream Buffet, but that was sort of like that's like a party game. That's a multiplayer game. And there was Return to Dreamland. Oh, I think that was a remake or something, like it's yeah, there was a remake. Okay, so it's been like about 3 years. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I love Kirby.
Yeah, and I barely remember what the original air ride was like, but Masahiro Sakurai is directed this game, so I got faith in it.
Okay.
Let's see, and
Now,
oh my god, I
so this really, I think, shocked everybody. So there's a platformer called Bubsy.
a 2D
Um,
side scroller by the now defunct Accolade, and it got some pretty bad sequels, and the most infamous one being Bubsy 3D, which was universally panned and killed the franchise.
yeah, because see, like the first game was actually good, but then for some reason they dropped the ball with all the sequels. They released a trailer for a new game, Bubsy 4D, and I can't believe this. It looks good.
Yeah, I don't believe this either. Like, his voice isn't annoying, like in past games.
Yeah. See, that was another thing is that I think they were trying to make him kind of like Sonic,
Mhm.
and they just made him annoying.
Mhm.
But yeah, this actually looks pretty promising. Like the animation looks good.
And you got abilities like Coyote Time, which allows Bubsy to just walk off the edge of a platform for a few steps before falling straight down.
They also tried to make an animated series, but it never got picked up. The pilot is like on the internet, but it's not that good.
Yeah, I remember Bubsy's creator Michael Berlin recalls that when him and the team at Accolade first watched it, they were cringing the whole time.
Yeah. And I felt bad for Rob Paulson. He was the voice of Bubsy, and I could tell he was trying. He was trying, but it's like you can't make a turd out of a hamburger. So, alrighty. So next, again, we are a little behind. This was on August 25th. So Jad still hasn't seen it. We're gonna try to do a watch party soon, but K-pop Demon Hunters managed to make 118 million at the box office for the sing-along that they released. So I'm gonna, if you guys are not aware of K-pop Demon Hunters, I think originally Sony wanted it to be in theaters, but they couldn't get anyone to pick it up, I think because of the name. So Netflix was like, okay, we'll put it on our streaming service. And then it blew up. And so now they're like, oh my gosh. I don't think Netflix or Sony knew what they had, because right now is the most watched original title in Netflix history with 260 million views.
Yeah, it's officially the most watched Netflix thing in the streaming service's history, not just movie, of all time.
Yeah. And like people don't
Like,
understand. I think
even
for a
countless stream
while,
more minutes than Squid Games.
and Squid Games is
Squid Games.
super popular. It's super popular, but
Squid Games, the sweetest spin-off of Squid Games.
yeah. You know, and here's the thing. I recently went to Dragon Con down here in Georgia, and we had a sing along there. We had to turn people away because the room they got was too small. I
Oh,
don't
wow.
think anybody could foresee how popular this was going to be, but like there were also DJs like throughout the convention. I heard Golden and Soda Pop so many times. And here's the thing, I'm very happy this is being successful, because this is also another thing where it's like, hey, original stuff makes money, especially animation. Because K-pop Demon Hunters is also totally original. The idea is original, and all the songs are original. So it's like, I think it's just, again, it's like with Sinners and Weapons and K-pop Demon Hunters doing so well, I just really hope this is like a wake-up call to Hollywood. It's like, if you let the directors cook, if you let them cook, they can make amazing stuff.
Apparently Sony wants to fast-track a sequel now.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do a sequel. There are some rumors about them possibly doing a television show, but I know we're gonna get a sequel for sure.
Okay,
Oh, and John's gonna be happy about this.
let's see here. Oh yeah, Smiling Friends Season 3 premieres October 5th. And turn an ad before the trailer plays. Hang on. Okay, here we go. Oh. Yeah, still looks as batshit crazy.
And they still seem to be doing like the mixed media thing.
Oh yeah, I love it when they do that. Yeah, like they just have.
The boss still creeps me out.
Claymation or 3D animation or even live action sometimes. Yeah, it became like such a big breakout hit for Adult Swim.
Yeah, this is another thing I don't think people expected to be so popular.
Yeah, like you can tell that they are really passionate. The team is passionate about this show,
and it's genuinely funny too. It doesn't just rely on like shock humor. There is shocking humor, but it's still also genuinely funny.
Yeah, especially when they do improvised dry talk between the characters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like Chats and who's that guy? The guy who voices Charlie and guys who voice Charlie and Pip, they got great chemistry that play off each other.
Oh, they really do. That's the thing. Chemistry is something you can't really fake. So when you get people who have fantastic chemistry, you basically have gold. Michael Cusack.
Yeah, Michael Cusack and Zach Hato.
Yep.
And let's see. He also created series Yolo and Koala Man.
Oh wow!
And he also, hang on, I remember this. He also voices. Let's see. I'm putting. Oh yeah, he also voices Man in Hell of a Boss, the ruler of the Greed Ring.
Oh. All right.
Okay.
And I know people are excited about this. We already got a release date for the sequel to Superman, July 2027. I think I remember James Gunn said the script's already done, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. And he says that it's going to be titled Man of Tomorrow, and the teaser Lex Luthor is going to have his super suit powered by kryptonite. In the comics, it's ridiculous how many kryptonite generators he built into that suit. And
yeah, I don't think anyone is surprised because I mean this latest Superman movie has done really well. Let me see. As of now, it has made $614 million against a $250 million dollar budget. It is the 7th highest grossing film of 2025.
And more than half of that gross came from North America alone.
Yeah.
It managed to beat out Man of Steel in the domestic box office.
Oh, wow.
And the only problem was it struggled overseas, mainly because Superman is seen as tied to American icon. What's the word? Americana. But America ain't doing so popular right now overseas.
Yeah, that's kind of not surprising. But yeah, it's I still haven't seen it. Again, I've been sick, so I'm hoping that since I'm getting better, I can maybe catch up on some of the stuff I've been missing. But also, James Gunn writes really fast.
Yeah, between this and Piece of Commandos and Peacemaker now.
Yeah, it's does he just not have? Does he not have breaks? Does he just not give himself breaks? It's don't. I'm afraid he's gonna burn himself out because he's also working on Supergirl, which comes out next year, and so does Clayface. They're currently filming Clayface.
Oh yeah, and yeah, I saw a screenshot, and the guy playing Clayface, his face looks pretty mangled.
Oh boy, I'm excited because, like I said, I really love Clayface. He's one of my favorite Batman villains. Okay, so now, is it your turn?
Yeah, it's my turn. Greg Sipes fired as a voice of Beast Boy from Teen Titans.
Oh, okay. We're gonna have to talk about this just a little bit because, okay. So first of all, Greg Sipes has been voicing Beast Boy for 24 years. because it wasn't just in the original Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go. If Beast Boy was in anything else animated, Greg Sipes voiced him. He also voiced him in Young Justice. However, he says that he got fired because he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. But some people brought up that he's anti-vax.
Yeah, like if you see on social media, he's been posting a bunch of videos of him doing alternative therapy with electromagnets and all that,
Jesus.
often with images of Beast Boy. And I can see Warner Brothers is not as happy to have a character they own associated with all that stuff.
See, the thing is that Tara Strong still works for them, and she's like a open Zionist. So like that's my thing. I can't tell if they did fire him for that, or for some reason the like stuff about the stuff said about I know she was fired from Boxtown because of what she said. And you know, it might also just be because he was using the pictures of Beast Boy that they don't like it.
Yeah, a similar situation happened when Nancy Cartwright, the voice of Bart Simpson, used the Bart voice to promote Scientology in telephone ads.
Oh, Jesus. Did she get fired for that?
No, but she got sued.
Oh, damn. I think that might be worse. All right. But some good news. So, Dana Terrence kind of got famous due to making a really popular show called The Owl House. It aired on Disney for, let me see, was it 2 years? There were 3 seasons. It ran from 2020 to 2023. But I think there was supposed to be more.
Yeah, like
however,
there's gonna be a third season, but Disney decided to just have them do 3-hour-long specials instead to wrap up the story.
Because the show is gay. Like, I'm not saying that to be mean. That's one of the major themes is LGBT
representation.
Yeah, because like the main character Luz is bi, and she has a relationship with another girl. They're a non-binary character, same-sex parents, and Disney, despite saying they're okay with the gay, we're like, yeah, we're gonna like cancel this extremely popular show. So it's like, oh, that's awful for Dana. Well, here's the thing. Dana is now with Glitch Productions, and they have revealed the trailer for the show Knights of Guinevere. There was a teaser trailer posted, I think, was it this year or last year? I can't remember.
Earlier this year, I believe, and recently they have a full-on trailer showing more of the pilot.
Oh yeah, and it is very obvious. This is a big middle figure to Disney. Because here's the thing: it's taking place in like some sort of post-apocalyptic world, and the villain is like this character from a very popular theme park. And I'm just like, the best thing is Disney can't sue them over this. Because it's not Disney they're talking about. They made a completely fictional like theme park, but it's very obvious there's going to be a lot of commentary on like capitalism and stuff like that. And it looks like it's going to be like a horror show, which I'm all for. Yeah. And this I think is Glitch Productions' first 2D animated show. All their shows are 3D except for this one. But also just honestly, Glitch has been having such a good year. Like, what's it called? I almost forgot the name. The Amazing Digital Circus has been doing crazy numbers, and then Gaslight District, the pilot, currently sits at 19 million views. So I mean, and see, the trailer was posted like about 2 weeks ago. It has 400 million views right now. So I'm like really excited for this. I love movies about theme parks, especially horror films about theme parks. So I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, and I'm hyped about this, and only one of us is hyped about this. Teaser trailer for season 2 of Hazbin Hotel. And
Chad, why do you keep doing this to me?
well, it's entertainment news, and we still gotta talk about it. And
yeah,
I'm not sure if you're ready for the ton of Whiplash. I'm not sure I'm ready for the ton of Whiplash compared to the last season.
I don't think anybody is. Is it going to be more serious or?
Well, the Thieves are going to be the main villain, and they're going to try to run a smear campaign against Charlie Morningstar and Lucifer to try to lead the sinners in hell. Instead of trying to redeem them, they should just invade heaven and overthrow the angels.
That's not a good idea.
Yeah.
But okay.
And
it's a terrible idea.
They made Fox genuinely horrifying. Especially compared to how he was portrayed last season.
So I think if I remember correctly, somebody leaked what was happening in season 2. So I'm wondering if the reason they had to sort of hold it back was to change the story a bit.
I wouldn't be surprised. And speaking of which, you saw that 50 Pop got murdered in that new clip from Hell of a Boss.
I saw that. Yeah, so it's like, wait, is she doing this as a joke?
She and Brandon Santiago.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
it was a short.
Yeah, they were going off a script, but then she accidentally got run over by the M's fan, and pages of the script and blood just splatters everywhere.
Okay,
and
all right,
you got this. Wait, is it my turn?
No, it is my turn. I have not seen any of the Conjuring movies. They are on my list. Guys, I'm sorry I'm so behind on my horror. But so The Conjuring Last Rites overtakes it as the biggest horror movie opening with 194 million globally.
Yeah, I can't believe it either. Like especially
that is impressive.
What's the 9th entry in the series? What?
9th? Holy crap! Hang on, where's Rotten Tomatoes? Does it have any ratings yet, or is it out now?
Let's see.
It should be out,
yeah,
right?
It's out now. Let me see. Movie in theaters. The Conjuring. It has a 57% on Rotten Tomatoes. So, despite the mixed reviews, it's making bank.
Yeah, that kind of is not that surprising. A lot of times, horror films that are that are like sequels are still connected to something. Don't always do that well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, surprisingly, I'm looking at this. The Toxic Avenger remake they did is actually doing really good. It's got 86%. But yeah, that is really shocking because see, The Conjuring I think is kind of a new universe. I feel like that started in like maybe the early aughts. Yeah, 2013.
Oh wow.
So I'm surprised at how well it's still doing. Like, here's the thing. Y'all know that I complain about like sequels and remakes. I do have to give the Conjuring franchise props for going strong. And like I know some of the movie it does range in quality, but like I'm still like really surprised that the movie is doing so well because the budget was 55 million. So that's like, let me see, about 3 times their budget, to 4 times their budget.
Yeah, like this is insane.
I know. It seems like this has been a really good year for horror movies.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, so we got recommendations. You want to go first, or should I?
You go first.
Okay, so my first recommendation is Peacemaker. I've been rewatching it to get ready for season 2, which is after.
I also need to do that.
Yeah, Peacemaker is a spin-off of James Gunn's Suicide Squad, starring John Cena's character Peacemaker, where
John Cena.
Yep. They're uber dick from the movie, and we find out why he's a dick and more about his backstory, which is pretty dark. Especially since
I'm looking forward to the second season. I am also going to rewatch the first season because it's interesting because Peacemaker was a very lesser known DC character, and James Gunn just managed to make him gave him so much life, so much vibrancy.
Yeah, especially since they retcon a few things with season 2, like how instead of Justice League showing up at the end of the season 1, it's the Justice Gang with Mr. Terrific, Superman, and Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl. And Guy Gardner complained about how Peacemaker started a rumor that he's into puke.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and I'll say this: if you're turned off by excessive amounts of nudity, you might want to skip the first season premiere of the second season.
Yeah, I remember seeing John Cena's booty in all its glory.
Yeah, what do you think the D and DC stands for?
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, just a forewarning about that, but I still gotta see the third episode. Alright, and yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It also second season Peacemaker is trying to move on after everything that's happened to him, and he finds an alternate dimension where not only is his father not a racist, but his brother's still alive, and they're well-known and well-regarded heroes.
Oh, that sounds like a pretty good fantasy
Peacemaker
to me.
definitely wants to live in that dimension from now on. But what's complicating things is that Rick Flag Sr. finds out that Peacemaker was the one who killed his son in the Suicide Squad.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, of course, he's as a new leading director of August, while Amanda Waller's is being investigated, he's going after him. So, and that's my first recommendation. And my second is one I saw a couple of weeks ago. The Toxic Avenger reboot. It wasn't as, so basically this is a remake, a bit of a history on this one. It premiered at film festivals back in 2023, but for a while, it struggled to find a distributor because of the excessive amounts of gore in the film.
Which is kind of the point.
Yeah, the Toxic Avenger had extreme amounts of violence in the original. And, of course, since the director wanted to pay homage to not just the original film, but Trauma Entertainment's legacy, he wouldn't back down on the amount of violence in this film. But thankfully, Cineverse and Bloody Disgusting, who distributed Terrifier films, they picked up the distribution rights to this film. And instead of kicking off a marketing campaign, they instead donated $5 million to forgive people's medical debt.
That is so awesome.
And that's not all. For every $1 million the movie makes in a global box office, they donate another $1 million to wipe up medical debt.
Also awesome.
So the story in this remake is just a lot of big differences from the original. Like in the original, it focused on Melvin, and who was a 90-pound weakling who works at a general gym. In the remake, however, we focus on Winston Goose, played by the amazing Peter Dinklage,
that man has such range.
Who's a janitor at a waste disposal plant, who's trying to reconnect with his adopted son, but has trouble standing up for himself. And when he's diagnosed with brain cancer in a fit of desperation, he starts to rob the company he works for. But after an incident, he gets, like the original, gets dumped into toxic waste where he mutates into the Toxic Avenger. So yeah, this one on the document, when Peter Dinklage did an amazing job making you feel for this guy, while also Oh, not I'm happy you forget. Yeah, this is a touch of like offensive film. He's allowed to be over the top because
Mm-hmm.
there is a lot of graphic violence and crude language in this film, and much like the original, it's not for everyone. But if you got a strong stomach, I recommend it, especially since some of the humor in the first film did not age well.
Oh yeah, because that was made like what I think in the
Early 80s.
80s or the 60s. Yeah. Yeah, but like the thing about the Toxic Avenger is it's a like black comedy parody of like superhero movies. So I haven't watched it, but I just know it's like if that's not your thing, don't watch it. Okay. So it is my turn. So since I am currently not working, I have gotten chance to like watch some of the anime on my very, very long list. And one of them is on Netflix and it's called My Happy Marriage. So it takes place in Taisho Air, Japan, where spirits and magic are real. And there's a girl named Mio Amori, and she's just the saddest little meow meow you're ever going to meet because her mother died. But it turns out that her mother was her father's mistress. And because of that, her stepmother hates her. And her stepsister also hates her and treats Mio like garbage. Well, when Mio turns 18, she is married off to the Kudo family. And at first she's like, oh, my husband's going to hate me. It turns out he's not that. Like everyone says, oh, he's this cruel monster. And it turns out he's not. And he genuinely likes her. And like the like lady who's in charge of the house treats Mio with such respect and calls her Miss Mio. And she gets happy for the first time in her life. And there's 2 seasons. I'm still on the first one. And like in this first season, her sister, she sees Lord Kudo, and he's like, "Oh, I want to marry him instead." This dumbass kidnaps her, and like I said, this place is full of magic. He's like one of the most powerful people in this world, and I'm like, "Oh, you dumbass, what are you doing?" It was very cathartic though to see Mio's like shitty family get some comeuppance because it's not just the fact that they like straight up ignore her. When they do talk to her, they don't have a single kind thing to say to her. So like when they got their like comeuppance, I was like, oh yes, thank you, because God, her family sucks. It is a little slow, but it's very it's one of those things where it's like you're rooting for Mio to get the happiness that she deserves because she hasn't done anything except like literally be born. And I really like the relationship between her and Kudo, how he starts to sort of he's like this very imposing man. He's all business, but with Mio, he starts to sort of open up his heart to her and everything. And they're a really sweet couple, and I wish them nothing but happiness. And I know this is cheating, but I couldn't think of anything else. I'm suggesting K-pop Demon Hunters again. And like I mentioned, I went to a convention, and there was a sing along for K-pop Demon Hunters, and the vibes in that sing along were so immaculate. And what I really liked was how adults were being nice to the kid fans. Because we had like a little Q&A at the beginning, and every time like one of the kids would ask a question or say something, everybody's like, "Whoa, yeah!" It was just, I don't know, it was just so nice, especially with the way things have been, to see how people of all ages love this movie, and the soundtrack is just phenomenal. All right, so this one's interesting just because I don't know a lot about it. I found it through YouTube. We are going to get our friend Danny on the show with us, and we are going to review a British television show called Dreamstone.
Dreamstone.
Have you ever heard of Dreamstone? Yeah, I found this on YouTube. Like it was the like 10 cartoons you've never heard of or something like that. So I added it because it looks like it's right up our alley. And like I said, our friend Danny is going to join us, so stay tuned. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, bub.